YouTube. There we go. Now YouTube's here. Cool. Yeah, hello everybody. Welcome back to more Phoenix Wright. Just finished up talking to Edgeworth, and I think we're about to take over into the trial. But yeah. Carry on the conversation we're having.
One person. Yeah, so before this we were talking about windows and getting blackout curtains, and maybe if those curtains had like a white backing, you could reflect all the heat and maybe melt the window, right? Which, technically speaking, should be impossible, but I refuse to believe the odds are zero. I'm of the opinion that the odds are just incredibly low, but not technically zero.
Nothing is impossible, things are just very unlikely.
Yeah. And before getting on, I made the offhand comment about how there's a building in Las Vegas that can also build buildings. And
is it Vegas?
Yeah, I think it's in Vegas, yes.
Earlier you said Los Angeles, which I would also believe.
I think, yeah, no, it's supposed to be Vegas, I believe. It's a building that was specially designed in such a way, right? They got an architect to design it. And the architect went with kind of like a curved, kind of like a
magnifying glass.
Yeah, it's a curved shape for this building, right?
And
it's facing the sun in such a way that all of the light from the windows gets concentrated into this all the light and all the heat gets concentrated into this one very narrow strip underneath this curve. And so if you leave a car or something down there, it gets fucking roasted in this heat. So like the tires melt, like you could like there are things that'll catch on fire. Like you cannot. They had to go and redesign this damn building because it was like just ruining all sorts of shit.
Yep, I totally believe it. There's a guy on TikTok who's basically made a solar death ray out of very powerful magnifying glass. And he just records videos of him, like, melting and burning shit with it.
Nice.
The only thing so far that I haven't seen him just absolutely scorch is a cube of tungsten steel.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And even that got close. It got red hot.
Damn.
Yeah. I've seen rocks catch fire.
That's why I'm saying. Yeah, you're right. The odds probably are pretty low, but I doubt they're zero.
Oh god.
Anyways.
Yeah.
December 25th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs.
Voices. It's been a minute. What's going on here?
What's wrong, detective?
This wild lady comes in here just a while ago. Says she came to talk to y'all after what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal?
Literally threw us under the bus.
Oh, entirely.
A lot of heart.
Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal?
No, not at all. She did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence.
As much as we wanted to try. You trying to say something about the way I do my job?
No, sir. So, what did Miss Hart have to say?
She says she saw Mr. Edgeworth fire the pistol. What? She even had a photograph to prove it.
Right. I saw it too. But you can't tell. You really can't tell from the photo who it is shooting.
That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but should let us see who is who. She can do that?
Okay. So there's going to be an enlarged photograph that shows Edgeworth in the act.
Zoom and enhance. Zoom and enhance.
Great.
just great. Which doesn't actually work.
Not at
IRL
all.
Anyway.
No. If you take a super grainy photograph off of like a security feed from a shitty camera and you zoom in, you're gonna be able to see less actually.
Mhm.
There's no enhancing that shit.
It's already like a few like degrees before pixel art.
Mhm.
Enhancing it just puts it into shitty pixel art territory.
Yeah. In any case, she's gonna be the one testifying tomorrow. Huh? What happened to the other witness? Well, apparently there was a cancellation.
A cancellation?
I'm afraid tomorrow's gonna be life or death for poor Mr. Edgeworth. We got a witness who says she saw the very moment of the murder. And we got a photo taken when the shot rang out.
Let's see, that sounds like a pretty unwinnable case. Wait. What did Mia used to say? If he's innocent, there's got to be something I've overlooked.
It sounds like Mr. Edgeworth is gonna ask the state to assign a public defender. Now I just has to file the paperwork. But you still got time, pal! Don't talk to him again. For me. Please. You have to convince him. You have to make him let you defend him. Please. I know you're the only one who can do it, pal. You're the only one who can save Mr. Edgeworth. About that.
Well, you're in luck!
Yup.
Look what I've got.
I imagine that, like, as Gumshoe was, like, halfway through that, Phoenix was already kind of reaching for it, but then Gumshoe, like, grabbed him by the jacket. Like, just look at this. Look
When
here.
when Phoenix pulls it out, it's like half crumpled.
Yeah.
because Gumshoe grabbed his jacket.
Yeah. Hey! You did it, pal! Glad I waited to the last minute to file those papers. Now I'll rip them up and start new ones for you.
Thanks, Detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow, then.
Good luck, pal. Hey! You guys feel an earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I've lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little, now that you mention it.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm gonna go check on him. You two go in and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes.
Oh, don't worry. You'll find out.
There's a lot to unpack there. Which we will, eventually.
He was never that scared of them when he was in school. And again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth.
To be continued. Save here. Yep, day 2 trial. Cool, I was right. Okay. Named the stream correctly.
December 26th, 9:44 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby, number 2. Karma!
The man, the myth, the annoyance. He's here.
The man, the myth, the bitch face. Karma?
That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He is the god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything.
Sounds like someone else I know, Hedgeworth.
You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared.
It's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence.
He taught me what it really means to prosecute.
What?
Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So, was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep! Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. Yeah. No one's gonna willingly throw away a 40-year streak.
Absolutely not.
Hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors.
I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia. Maya?
Uh-huh.
You could really be using Mia's help right now. Don't you think?
Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach.
You couldn't reach?
I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again.
Oh man, what bad timing.
I'm really sorry. I'll try my best.
I hope so.
God, Phoenix, you're being a real dick right now.
Yeah, little.
You're only putting her down and basically saying, why can't you be your dead sister right now?
Literally.
God.
Like, actually, why can't you be your sister
Yeah,
now?
yeah. What are you whispering about?
Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. I'm fucking hungry. I want some snackies.
Snacks.
Snackies!
I'm all out of snacks, unfortunately. Oh, that really got me. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, yawn.
Snacks acquired!
What you got?
What?
I just sound tired.
They are, drumroll please,
Mm-hmm.
jalapeno seasoned corn and rice puffs.
Ooh, okay.
Jalapeno!
Nice. Yeah, the only snacks I got is I have cereal, which could be a snack, but I also got some popsicles in the freezer.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I got some it's like real peach popsicles.
Ooh,
They're really
I like
good.
those.
I like them a lot.
I was sucking on an orange juice, basically like a freezer pop,
Yeah.
otter pop, whatever you want to call them.
Okay.
That was really good.
Hell yeah.
Love that.
Real fruit frozen anything, honestly, is so good.
Mm-hmm.
I had my culinary teacher that I had in high school. She absolutely refused and was like dying on the hill that fruit does not belong in ice cream.
Wrong.
Yeah,
Wrong.
entirely.
Wrong opinion.
But like it would just always end up in an argument, so no one ever brought it up. Yeah.
I've never heard an opinion more wrong in my life.
Pineapple belongs on pizza.
Huh?
Pineapple belongs on pizza.
I don't even say it belongs on pizza, but I do think it is good on pizza.
Okay.
And therefore,
Fair.
anybody who hates it, I think, is wrong.
Okay. Anybody who hates it for the premise of hating it is wrong. Anybody that hates it because they just don't like the combination, valid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty delicious, honestly.
Yeah.
But
it's my favorite.
It's not necessarily my favorite topping.
My favorite go-to
But I
is
would
pineapple, chicken, and if I can, like diced like tomatoes and stuff like that. Oh,
Mhm.
I'm a fiend for acid on pizza. Give me more.
There's this one place not too far from where I'm at that does hot honey, pineapple, and I think bacon.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It's really good.
Hell
The
yeah.
hot honey taste, I think it depends on who's making it, whether or
Sure.
not you can actually taste it, as well as whether or not it's fresh. The fresher it is, the more you taste it. But
For sure.
it's good. It's good shit.
I actually made some chicken the other night that had spicy maple syrup to pour over it.
Ooh.
It's like maple syrup just with some red chili flakes in there. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, back to the game.
December 26th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. It's the fucking!
Yup. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Am I being Karma, or...
Yeah, you be Karma.
Okay. God, what voice am I gonna use for
Otherwise,
you,
I'm gonna
fucker?
be voicing a lot of people.
You would be voicing a lot of people, because yeah, we also have a lot of heart. You're right, you're right. Okay. I don't know. I'll figure it out as we go. Mr. Whoa, that sounded like a perfect thwomp noise for me.
Oh, and I don't know who's gonna be doing the boat guy for next trial. We can figure that out later. I am taking the parrot.
Yeah, I figured you would. I figured you wouldn't want the parrot, so I would take the boat guy. Yeah.
Yep, I am taking the parrot. You can pry the parrot out of my
I knew you would want the
hands.
parrot. That was the one thing I'm like, they'll want the parrot. That sounds good. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? How deep can I drop my voice? Because he has a deep voice.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. Yep. I'm realizing his ears are pierced.
They are. He's got little studs in them. Yeah.
This is the
How
fact
progressive.
that I'm actually kind of surprised at. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at that. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who would get his ears pierced, but no, he's got at least one ear piercing.
Yeah, we would have to see his right ear, which I don't think we ever see.
Yeah. We might get a glimpse at it when he turns around to bash
Maybe.
his head again.
Yeah. When he has this whole breakdown scene. Also, that poor sleeve.
Yeah, it's been through some shit.
Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies.
He's got the judge scared.
Very well. Your opening statement, please. I've gone too young with the judge now to compensate. Decisive evidence. The decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something?
How am I supposed to fight against this?
I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes.
Describe the incident, now! Yes, sir!
Detective Gumshoe looks nervous.
Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake.
That is not the very middle of the lake. Excuse
No,
you.
it is
the middle
not.
Of the lake would be way more in like the lower right-hand corner.
Yeah, that's the north. That's the
off
northwest.
shore.
That's the northwest corner, just off the shore. Yeah.
That's a boat off the shore.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Yeah. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. Illegally, I might add. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map added to the court record. Testify to the court about the arrest. Now. Oh, wait, Mr. Von Karma. Too young still. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Okay, I'm figuring it out.
Hey,
My throat's gonna hate me for it, though. Hold on. I need to get, like, some tea or something to drink for this.
Get maybe, like, maybe if you... Are you trying to, like, get your throat irritated? Or smooth? Or soothe?
The voices are irritating it enough.
Okay.
I'm trying to smooth it out.
Tea or something.
Yeah.
Get some honey?
Yeah. I'll look into that. Next paycheck. If I have money after rent. Depending on how much money I have after rent. I hate getting paid bi-weekly. Anyway. Wrong! There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right.
No, he's not!
The arrest of Edgeworth. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That was where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning, the body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now.
God, I hate him.
Judge just backing up. The judge doesn't even want to be here.
I hate him so much. You received a call from a man?
Yep.
But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right?
Objection! 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 That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously.
Different people?
There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping.
The woman who was camping. What a heart.
What happened next, detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could.
How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake?
Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes.
Jesus Christ, how close is the station to this park, man?
To everything. They're always fast.
Yeah. That's pretty fast.
Our motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets.
How is that a department secret?
Yeah.
How is that a department secret?
How dare you release the secret that our motto is get there quick.
I mean, Gumshoe's a poor example because he does release secrets.
Yes, yeah, no.
But
that's what you get upset about? Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review.
Oh, jeez.
So much to look forward to these days. There's no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth.
What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then?
Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion.
How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir.
Man, he's got his share of objections.
Mm-hmm. No, I didn't suspect him of anything at all.
Why didn't you think he was suspicious?
You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force.
Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Gee, I wonder why.
Mm-hmm.
Continue, now.
Just spat at my monitor. Alright. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake.
Did you find any clues on the body?
A single bullet was recovered from the body. It was shot through the heart, fatally. George, here's the bullets. It didn't strike bones, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this
hold on,
bullet into
wait.
evidence.
Yes.
That had to be a really interesting angle then to go through the heart and not hit bone.
Very.
Like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, if you came from the back, there's the spine as well as the back of the rib cage, right? But, so there's, I guess, more, because like the front, you have like
Human
the chest, like the chest bone,
cage.
right?
with heart.
Like that's, you have to have a pretty damn good shot to get that. That's kind of lucky. Okay, I'm realizing how that kind of phrases out. I mean, it's a lucky shot preserving the bullet shape.
Mm-hmm. Not impossible, though.
It's not impossible, but you're more likely to hit bone than you are not.
Yes,
I
incredibly.
feel like.
Yeah.
So,
Because the heart is kind of off-centered from the spine, so it's just kind of going through the rib cage and missing the shoulder bones. Anyways, close that tab.
oh,
There we go. Blah, blah, blah. Ah. This bullet added to the court record. Found on the victim's body. Oh, so it didn't even go all the way through the back.
which means it probably, if it did hit bone, I wonder if it actually would have gotten much farther in then.
It's actually interesting because from, I mean, I'm not an exact scientist on guns mechanics, but point blank, relatively
Yeah.
point blank, with the 22, I feel like if it did hit bone, that would have gone through and through.
I don't know what the caliber is. 22 I think is
It's probably
not
smaller.
the strongest.
Yeah.
It's not the strongest type. It depends on how far away you are.
But like they were like maybe 3 feet apart, so it's like I can't imagine it would have.
You would have
stopped
thought
by
that it
just
would have
muscle.
gotten pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Gross.
Why is that?
Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat.
The murder weapon.
A pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor.
Murder weapon we found on the boat was decisive evidence.
What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? I mean, I feel like that's a pretty valid question, Von Karma. Like, you just said that it's the murder weapon. You didn't really, and you
Yeah, no,
said
it's
about it.
because-
You didn't explain why.
He's tisking not because it's a stupid question, but because it's the question that he expected us to ask. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that same evil laugh is Edgeworth.
That also wasn't a laugh, Phoenix. Also, I doubt Discord picked it up, but I did do the clicking.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Stream picked it up, but Discord didn't, because audio gates and stuff like that. Yeah. Yours are actually coming through.
Yeah, I'm not sure how. I think it might be more that second one, huh? But whatever.
Yeah.
There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. There were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand.
Right, that's how that gets brought up. Okay.
What?
Order! Order! Some of Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question.
I accidentally pressed A when I wasn't done with that yet.
Accepted into evidence.
So added to the court record. Murder weapon, 22 caliber, fired 3 times. Bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand.
Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective! Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol.
Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings?
Shocking! To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings.
Nick, he's glaring at me.
Very well. I'll explain. Naturally, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! Order!
This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Yes, that's the point.
Well, Judge? I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge! Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess! Now! But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man! Yes!
Jeez.
This court will take a 10-minute recess.
Who's running this court anyway?
It changes on the daily.
December 26th, 11:09 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Just had to fight off a really strong, just like subconscious. What's the term? Impulsive thought? Intrusive thought?
Intrusive thought.
Intrusive thought. Like I was about to bite my microphone. For absolutely no reason.
I mean, it's there in your face.
It is. It really
it's
is.
Like, it looks like something you bite. So
Doesn't really. I don't
I
think
get
so. I don't think it looks like something I
see.
normally bite.
I see.
I think it's just the fact that, like, my brain subconsciously, like, what's the word? It doesn't sound great, but I think the term is oral fixation.
Oh, okay.
Like, just subconsciously putting things into my mouth.
Ah, okay.
Like, I
yeah,
chew on pens and pencils growing up all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it's just there.
Fidgeting.
And my
but with
brain,
your
yeah,
mouth.
yes, exactly. Which is why I think we talked a while back about what's a cute aggression? That one of my cute aggressions is to bite. And so it's the same principle, but just my brain just want bite.
Yeah, okay.
For no necessary reason, just must bite. Yeah, yep.
Edgeworth? What's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon! That body photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo!
True.
Was that you in the boat?
Yes, it was me.
What?
But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him.
Then who did?
I don't know.
No? Were you right there?
I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself.
You mean it was a suicide?
That's the only explanation I can come up with.
Oh. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya,
Huh? What?
any progress with Mia?
Felix, stop.
Phoenix is panicking.
Yeah.
My husband is about to get the fucking death sentence for this murder case. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
but he keeps poking at his friend.
Literally.
Sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right?
And you can just continue to be an ass if you want. No, I
you really
need you
could.
here.
You really could be an ass.
If nothing else, Maya, your moral support.
Incredibly, yes. You were the best moral support.
No! Of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right?
Okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits.
Everyone has their off days.
Fucking look at me.
I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately.
He says in front of Edgeworth.
Edgeworth side-eyeing him.
Yeah.
And before looking up to God like I knew it was a hopeless case anyway.
Yep.
But you never know when my luck is going to run out.
Really? Whoa! Right! Don't jinx this case any more than it already is! Yeah. It's bad for my heart. It's one thing.
Edgeworth, it's bad for my heart, Miles!
It's one thing, because like, I'm sure that when we convinced him to like let us defend him, that he had already kind of like braced himself for it. And so it's one thing to prepare yourself for the worst, it's a whole other thing when the worst starts happening.
Yep. Oh, sorry. Whoops.
That was me the other day at work. We were putting, so like our system for doing packouts, bringing people's stuff back, is we when we take it for the first time, when we take a picture of it, and when we put it in the box, we put a barcode on it, and we link that barcode to the picture. That way we kind of know what the box is and where it's going, and when we bring it back into the house.
Okay.
We were working this one job. We also try to, like, on the box, write the room it came out of. That way we don't need to go through the process of, like, scanning it to figure out where it is. We can just look at the label and go, cool, it goes here.
Okay.
But this one former coworker was really bad at writing down the locations that the boxes came from. So when we were bringing all the stuff back in, we had to do a lot of the scanning. And so I was told, it's like, hey, if you don't see a label, if you don't see any writing on it, just have them scan it. They'll figure out where it goes. My other coworkers. And I go, okay, cool. And so I started looking at this box as I'm in, like, this person's garage entryway, like, so, like, inside the house. And I loudly call out to the people out in the garage, like, this one doesn't even have a label. And my boss immediately went, hey, Alex, zip it. Shut up. Because that seems like we're incompetent to the homeowner that was there at the time.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so he said, he looked at me and said, zip it. I'm like, oh. Oh, hey, Archer. Archer said that's rad. I don't know what the context is, but it's rad. Just talk about one time I kind of fucked up at work and opened my fat mouth. Yeah.
Nice to have you back on, though.
Yeah. Archer said, wait, did I help you out last time? And Ace Attorney? I don't remember if you helped us in any way. I think you were just kind of here for the ride. I don't remember you saying anything about the, in terms of the game. Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you are a research student at a university.
Archer said I can give clues if you need. Ah, appreciate it. But I think we're pretty good for the most part. We're still kind of in a point of the game where we both already played through it, so... Yeah. Archer said about Lotta Hart. She has a lot of heart.
Hey!
Yeah.
There I am!
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand?
Y'all need to learn some manners.
Understand?
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
Very well. Your testimony, please.
It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat.
Archer said this witness is the fakest witness in existence. She really kind of is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat.
Archer added on, but at the same time, she's so real. She calls it like she sees it, but she also wants her 50 minutes of fame.
Yep.
Enough!
Huh?
Judge! She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks just like the very moment of the murder.
The judge is killing me more than Von Karma is right now.
Yeah.
Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if they do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shots. There were no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! 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 I will have order! Well, Judge, The evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well. This court finds the defendant.
Wait! Your Honor! I haven't cross-examined the witness yet.
A cross-examination. We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose.
Archer said, not gonna lie, if Lada had a slightly better camera, then she would have been the most of use. And this trial would be 2 seconds long. Yes. Yes, it would be.
Or, do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then, I will have you held in contempt of court.
Nick? Contempt?
Contempt of court, you know.
I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? Well, yeah.
There had to be.
Yeah.
Like,
Otherwise,
We
we're
know
fucked.
Richard didn't do it! So, like...
I think I noticed one little.
Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take them on.
Yeah. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness.
Very well.
Archer said the plot armor on Phoenix is crazy. For real.
Actually is.
I pray for your sake, this isn't a waste of time.
So, are we at a point now where, like, if we press, we lose stuff? Because I thought there was one case that was like that.
We're gonna find out. This Christmas Eve
Alright.
just after midnight, I reckon. Archer added on. He always gets
Just
the innocent
after
clients.
Just after midnight, you say. In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day.
Archer said if he had a guilty client, he would get cooked for real. Oh, absolutely. Phoenix would get smoked if his client actually did it. Like, when the client is actually innocent, he's fighting for his goddamn life out there. This client actually fucking did it, he'd be cooked. Absolutely.
Wait, this client did it? Oh no, judge, declare him guilty. Get me out of here. I
Yeah.
need like an early lunch.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there are some clients who actually did the crime and like tell the defense attorney like, hey, I actually did this, can you give me like at least a limited sentence? And there are a lot of defense
Fighting
attorneys.
for the sentence, not the verdict.
Yeah. And I don't think Phoenix would be that kind of defendant or attorney. Yeah. Phoenix very much feels more like a verdict over a sentence kind of attorney. Yeah, but that's just the nature of the game.
Okay. Yeah.
He-
Huh?
Yeah, well, yes.
Objection. I know you want to find contradictions, but really... I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial.
Archer said, I really wish there was a game where you're playing as a prosecutor rather than defense and trial. That'd be kind of fun.
I know that there is a game where you play as Miles Edgeworth, but I think that's more of like a detective game than prosecuting game.
Yeah, I think that's actually on Steam as well, the Edgeworth trilogy.
Okay.
Yeah. Yee.
Witness, continue your testimony.
Oh, Arch confirmed, yeah, it's a detective game.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, they also said they got it. Nice. I was in my car. Press! We haven't been punished yet.
Why would lot of heart in Phoenix Swamp Place there for a second. Why were you camping there anyway?
That makes you feel any better. Fucking when we had fucking Gumshoe out here, and it was the Judge, Gumshoe, and Von Karma, they all just started to blend into one voice so quickly.
I'm a research student in my university.
Oh, okay. Archer said, yeah, it's a detective game and a game with an illegal lawyer using forged evidence and doing literally everything to win. So it's quite literally tables were turned.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Very interesting. Okay.
Veteran fighting against a defense version of
A
Von Karma, it sounds like.
A corrupt defense attorney. That's very
Yeah.
interesting. Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
I was taking pictures to use in my research. What? Research? This all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research?
Mm-hmm. Archer's... Oh, okay. The stuff about the illegal lawyer and forged evidence is probably they're referring to, like, if we played at the prosecution. Because they then said, Ace Attorney corrupted. W game title.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What is the... Oh, I forgot it.
Fuck.
What does the witness reason for being out in the lake have to do with the murder or something like that? Something along those lines.
What does the witness's reason for being out in the lake have to do with the murder? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait now, I'm the one who says that. Well then say it already. Objection sustained.
Thanks for nothing, Your Honor.
Archer said, we also need a game solely focused on Mia. Okay.
That could be fun.
And Godot, because he's majestic? I don't think I met that character yet.
Yeah, no, you haven't.
Is that Coffee Guy?
Yeah, that is Coffee Guy.
Okay, I've seen
That
his
is
sprites.
indeed Coffee
That's
Guy.
all I know about him.
Yeah.
I heard this bang came up for the
I
lake.
think it's also Godot, not Vic.
Godot, probably.
Yeah, I
It's
think
probably
it's
Godot.
So you were looking. So you weren't looking at the lake at the time. Nope. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions.
Archer confirmed Godot. That's basically it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Not legally chat with the witness.
When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat.
Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at that picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh.
No, actually, it's incredibly unclear.
Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Well... Yeah, well...
The witness will specify that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
She jumped up quick. He's hiding something.
Then there was another bang.
Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure.
Archer said that's the most suspicious way of saying yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright. Not meaningless babble.
Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness.
Yes,
To what end?
to your downfall. Archer said hope on Karma gets shot. Manfred to be specific. Well, don't worry. Somebody beat you to it. It wasn't there yet thing on the lake but the boat.
Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure.
Yeah.
How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? Almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Hart, you...
Archer said, hey, don't worry, maybe I can shoot Francisca von Karma. I don't know enough about her to warrant the gunshot on her.
I don't feel like she deserves that. Like...
I've only had her for, I think, like, 2 trials.
Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course.
You have no authority here.
None at all. Archer said maybe Miles since he is kind of a Von Karma. Absolutely, you're not allowed to shoot Miles. Absolutely not. No.
That man's been through enough!
Denied.
Leave Miles alone!
You can put a second bullet into Manfred. That's fine.
I wouldn't mind if you put a bullet through Delia.
I don't know who that is.
Delia. Yeah, don't worry. You'll find out in the 3rd game.
Oh, no.
Enough! I think we heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting.
But Your Honor!
You keep your promise!
Archer said put one in the other shoulder to even it out. Yeah.
Mr. Wright! I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court.
Oh, that was... Fuck. Got the voices wrong. Damn it.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood.
Uh-huh.
Nick, Lada's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy.
I know what you mean. But...
Archer said, what if I shoot Hobo Master Manipulator Phoenix Wright? No, you're not allowed to shoot Nick either. You're not allowed to shoot Nick either. Leave him alone. There's a very limited people in this cast that you're allowed to shoot. Because there are even some of the people who actually did it that don't really deserve the bullet.
Archer has a gun and he's intended to use it!
Again,
Somebody
open fire
take
Von
a
Karma.
bullet, damn it!
Manfred Von Karma. He's right there.
Can't say anything. What can I do?
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that?
Archer said, trying to think of hated characters. Yep, you're good.
Well, you've got to.
It was me.
Maya.
Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. Lot of heart. Your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Bad joke. Not gonna say it.
What?
I just saw a lot of hearts emote there.
Oh, the face?
Yeah.
She smelled something disgusting.
Oh, that's not what I was gonna say.
Oh, yeah, no, I thought it was like she she got him with something real bad.
No, the joke I was gonna say was, when you nut but you keep sucking.
Oh my god!
Like I said, bad joke, gonna keep going. Lada! Did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? I've just said I'm gonna shoot Gant. He can take it. Yeah, he can take it. That's fine.
Yeah, he can take it.
He can take it.
He can take it.
You will stand down! The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me, Lada!
What's the big idea? Treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him! I swear it! I saw Edgeworth!
Enough! Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. God, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave.
No!
Usher said I'm gonna shoot Neil Marshall. Oh wait, yeah, about that. Not only did he not deserve it, but somebody also beat you to it. Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor! Nick is innocent!
Huh. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Wrong.
No! Fuck you! On principle, I would just start disagreeing with everything you say.
Yeah, out of
Whether or not you're
spite
actually
now.
Right, because you're a condescending ass!
Yep.
Wrong!
What?
Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony!
Archer said I'm gonna shoot that Fae with the big bowling ball hair and the white eyes angry sprite. I don't know who that is. Be careful, you're starting to get into spoiler territory.
Yeah, because you have to remember,
I've only played the first game all the way through.
Yeah. So be careful with what you're saying.
Because I do read all of chat. For the next games, we might switch back over to what we did for Persona 5, where you were in charge of chat.
Yeah. No, I think that'll work.
Yeah.
I figured out more or less why my computer acted so strangely with different games. So.
Cool. Archer said, okay. I'm gonna shoot red-white. You can shoot red-white. That's fine.
Yeah. Definitely shoot red white. He deserves it.
No, absolutely.
That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again.
Order! You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection.
Are you gonna take power back now, or are you just gonna continue to sit there like a useless fuck nugget?
I'm so happy that I hadn't started drinking water when you said fuck nugget. I don't know if you heard the sound that came through my, chuckle into my water bottle.
I heard something vaguely echoey.
Yeah. That was me and my water bottle, because, the water had just reached my lips as you said fuck nugget, and it got me to snort a little bit. Archer said maybe I can give the judge a warning shot. Usually the judge isn't quite in the wrong. A warning shot, maybe to wake him up. It will do fine.
I think a warning shot in this case is
warranted.
Given the fact that Von Karma is walking all the fuck over him.
Ah, here we go. And there you go. The warning shot will come up. Good job, Archer.
Good, thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? The Smallahart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. I misspoke. but he's in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
Very well. Maya Fey, You will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck.
Oh my god. See, you're not useless.
Archer said, I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I have realized I'm the judge, and you're about to be cooked by Phoenix Wright over there.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
I care not for this melodrama. I am the drama.
I don't care for any drama that isn't centered around me!
Yes, yeah.
Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses.
Yeah, well, fuck off.
Yep.
I'm running out of time. You better find a contradiction in here or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
That last statement.
I
That's not-
saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth.
Press.
Well, what about the other man?
Unimportant.
You cannot expect to be allowed to blindly ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claim there is a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it, if you can.
Ah, shit, here we go. First
Yep,
blood.
there you go.
Yep.
Mr.
There you
Wright,
go.
I have to
was
assign you a
I wrote-
penalty.
I was like, I know that there's a case where they start penalizing you for pressing.
Mhm,
Like,
mhm, mhm.
damn.
Archer said, hey guys, try to imagine how Von Karma would look if he was bald. It's too much skin.
It. I don't know if I can find anything in that. Yeah,
Yes, we can.
Picture,
It's the
honey.
picture. It's the picture.
but I can't squander Maya's efforts either.
Yeah, we present the picture. Present. Which one is he then? Huh? Point to the picture, which one's Edgeworth?
Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You've got what? Look at this photograph.
Look at this photograph. That's what one of the drinking rules was. Oh my god. One Shot Plays, one of their drinking rules was whenever Phoenix says, look at this photograph. And whenever one of their rules gets hit, they have like a different like icon that pops up to symbolize why they're taking a sip. And this one was like Nickelback.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Archer said I'm gonna shave her afro off for being a fake witness. Leave her alone.
Mhm.
She's fine.
She was just excited. She thought that
Yeah.
she could do like a whole justice
She's
thing,
a
you know?
wannabe reporter who wants to make her name big.
Can't blame her for trying.
Mm-hmm.
Although Maya is right, this is a life or death matter. This is not
Yes.
something that you should just be like.
Yeah, if you
she's still
want to
very
hop
much the
in,
wrong.
if you want to hop in to be like, I'm an important witness, and you didn't actually see shit, make it like a small claims thing, not a fucking murder case.
Mm-hmm. Where somebody's life is actually on the fucking line.
Mm-hmm.
The photo I took, the very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So,
Hey, Ego, welcome. They say hi.
hello! This picture was taken from professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet, even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What?
Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please.
So, you admit to purposely altering the witness, the
Mhm.
statements that you admit to that.
Mm-hmm. Ego said, got
Yeah.
caught up with stuff, but I'm here. Yeah.
Yet, now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma.
Mm-hmm.
How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Mm-hmm. Archer said, how? Oh, it's nothing really. I swam over to the boat and checked real quick.
I popped up over the side.
Yeah.
One of those fucking, like, Jack in the Boxes. Water went flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Almost startled Edgeworth out of the boat.
Yeah.
Miss Hart,
What?
could you see the defendant that night?
Of course! I said I could, and I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
Did it. Finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony.
How Edgeworth was seen.
You're right. It was a cold night, and the fog was as thick as grit. So, once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise down the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem.
Eventually, we present Gordy to her.
You use binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
This one better be good. I would also suggest saving in case we start getting penalized more for pressing.
Sure. Save real quick. One. Yes. Cool. You're right. It was cold. It was a cold night, and the mist was thick as grits.
So, how could you see Edgeworth? Phoenix.
Archer said, not gonna lie, being a prosecutor in the Phoenix Wright universe is easy. Just avoid Apollo, Phoenix, and Athena.
Literally.
Like, once you hear the defense attorney is this person, it's like, I'm not taking this case, get some other attorney, get some other prosecutor. Nope.
Well, it would be that or just get somebody, but actually, no, it would be a void, because I think Phoenix eventually only starts taking cases in people he genuinely believes are innocent. And so I'd imagine he would have taught Apollo the same and probably Athena. So, like, no, actually, yeah, you
just
do want
avoid
to
those
them,
three lawyers.
Because if they took up a case, that means that they wholeheartedly believe that their client is innocent. Like,
you've got this case that the police assigned to you, and you're looking through it, it's like, okay, this seems pretty tight-knit. Okay, yeah, we can get the guy. And it's like, oh, they picked this defense attorney? Hey, Mr. Payne! Can you take this one? I'm not feeling too great.
I'm gonna be calling sick on the days of. Okay, let's see here. March 7th to the 10th. You're gonna have to take it for me.
Just everything gets tossed over to Winston Payne. Oh god.
Winston Payne starts second guessing the cases he doesn't face Phoenix and go on like.
Yeah.
Okay. The defendant was seen in the car. The loaded gun was like right there, but like shit. What? Are we sure? Are we sure there wasn't any evidence in the back? Like, are we positive? Are you certain that there wasn't something?
Just constantly sweating over the police. Like, are you absolutely sure you went through every fucking inch of that fucking trunk? Are you sure? No hidden compartments? None? Are you sure? Check the light.
There wasn't even like a heart. There wasn't a strand of hair on the floor that belonged to some third party. We're sure about this.
Archer said, not gonna lie, I think I could beat Phoenix Wright in a trial as a prosecutor if I just kicked out anyone who was beside him for emotional support and a pep talk. Just take away Phoenix's emotional support character.
I think
you might actually have a good deal.
that might work depending on when Phoenix is in his career. Because I think if he's later on in his career when he's gotten a little bit more confidence, that might not work as well as you hope.
Yeah. If you got him like these cases,
no,
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Early Phoenix? No, that could work.
I mean, we see how right now how hard he's like begging Maya's like, get me in here right fucking now, please God. Ego said, behind every strong lawyer is a strong weird girl. So true.
I like what that says about Diego.
Who?
Don't worry about it. You'll learn eventually.
Okay.
With how much? Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna say that part.
Sure. Eventually.
Now just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee type.
Nope.
You hasty Yankee
There you go.
types never find a gal where I'm from.
Defensive trainers have trouble with that as it is.
Wow.
Mhm.
Nobody loves me.
I'm so lonely.
So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car.
Archer said, everyone knows that if you want to be a lawyer, you need an anime girl who's a spirit medium to summon your mentor who gives you a pep talk.
Hell yeah!
It's a lot of hoops you gotta jump through to be a successful lawyer.
Your camera? Yeah, it's got an automatic.
Shut up! The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all.
I think it does.
Mhm.
Objection sustained.
Alright. Make her answer any of my questions. Steele, I brought my binoculars with me.
Press.
Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars! Yesterday, you mentioned you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah.
And when you want a telescope?
Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars, for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers?
Shut up! The camera is irrelevant to this case.
The camera is what took the fucking picture!
Mm-hmm.
You can't say that for certain.
Archer said, but I can't afford a telescope. I'm only a student. Fair.
But you can afford a $700 camera!
Yeah. True.
Mr. Wright. Is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright?
Shit. Do we have the evidence that we need to get down this line of questioning already?
Yes.
Is it the article?
Yes.
Well, we saved.
Yep.
This is make it or break it time.
Okay, good. Archer gave the hint of press further, but after I had already made a decision, so.
Yeah, okay.
E.
The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It's what took the fucking picture.
It
It is perhaps the key to this entire case.
Ego said about her, about his OC trigger. That's why I said her.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, something funny I do with my character Trigger is that I made her like an assassin on top of a famous streamer, and I found this very funny because imagine for a second, you're getting murdered by a spy soldier person, and then you see who it is, and you're like, ah! Wait, ninja?
Oh my god.
E.
That'd actually be pretty cool. I'm getting assassined by my favorite streamer, guys!
E. Did you read this one?
Yes.
Okay.
Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning.
Back.
Oh. Maybe I went a little overboard there.
Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
My mouth is moving faster than my brain is.
Yeah, I hear ya. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower.
Gross.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's the article.
Yep.
Miss Hart,
Archer said, hey guys, imagine if the judge shaved his beard. Again, way too much skin.
Look, so alien.
Ego
Look,
said blasphemy.
Look, there are guys out there who have mustaches and they already look like completely alien when they shave those off.
Mhm.
Shaving off a whole ass beard like that would just be weird as hell.
I need to shave my beard. It's too long. Yeah.
Shave or trim?
I'll probably just trim it.
There you go.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't look too patchy.
What made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight. Huh.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect.
Now wait a minute!
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth.
Archer said, oh my god, imagine if Phoenix got a low taper fade. He'd be able to pull it off, I think.
No unnecessary comments, please.
When I heard that noise on the lake, I looked at my binoculars.
If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog.
Fog is fog.
But you say you saw him? You clearly saw him? I did, yeah.
Enough! There's no room for doubt in her testimony.
She sounded pretty doubtful to me. But I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many von Karmic objections I get. I'm gonna find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do.
Yup. This one. Present. This.
Oh, that's not it.
Nope.
That's not it! Alright. Well, I'm pretty sure this is repeat dialogue. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's just the generic you fucked up law. No, it's definitely this. What? Pull up your evidence list again.
Is it just the camera?
Go to that one.
Yeah, because
Detective went in here,
there's
so
a
loud
loud
noise.
noise. Has nothing to do with meteor shower.
Yep.
Music
There you
cut.
You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie.
Who do you think will win? Who do you think will win the trial? A 60-year-old veteran with a 40-year unbeaten streak who will do anything to win? Or the other hand, a lawyer who is on his 4th case and only won because of plot armor? If he's only won because of plot armor, I'm going with the plot armor.
Yeah.
That outweighs everything.
Strong.
Yep.
Plot armor always wins.
Did you read this one?
Yep.
Short-term memory is awful. Gotcha.
Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart.
Unless you're going for, like, a horizon shot.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends on what she was aiming for exactly.
Yeah.
But with how cloudy the lake was, with how foggy
Yeah,
the
no.
lake
Yeah.
was, you also have the fact that, she definitely would have had to have pointed it up to try to catch anything.
True.
Because I doubt even, like, anything would have been reflected on the lake.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor.
Well then, what exactly was she photographing?
Here it comes.
Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake?
Hiya. Oh, I didn't mean to check. Meant to present. That.
Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph.
What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy. Oh, they're sighting a Gordy Lake.
Well, Miss Hart, I've never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see your proof that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. We have proof?
Yep.
Your camera was set up to do loud noises?
Yep. Archer said, what if she was trying to get a reflection of the lake to get a unique picture of the stars? Yeah, that's kind of what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
But with how foggy it
again,
was, you would
my-
need to just point it directly up to get the better picture.
Yeah. Yep. I have it. Proof.
Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster?
I believe it's the camera. It's gonna be the camera in conjunction with the post. And I'm hoping it's the camera first. Cap.
The
Yep.
proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct?
Uh-huh.
Thus, this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake.
Uh-huh.
And here, this article about Gordy. According
Okay, cool.
to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had your camera to respond to. You had set your camera to respond to loud noises. I'm surprised Von Karma honestly let this go on as long as he did.
Yeah,
Like,
for
he's
real.
been so intense on cutting Phoenix off at every single point. It's kind of a miracle that he was just like letting this run.
It almost feels more like he was toying with him the entire time. And the scariest part is that almost worked. Archer said, objection! Nuh-uh.
Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So, smart boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? It does, actually.
Because that means you weren't looking for out of the body, or out of the lake. You were looking for Gordy.
Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove. There's nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Hey!
But, as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing!
Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Right. Fine. I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to.
Or this is a video game.
And I'm going to spot it. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a photo picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time. Cross my heart and hope to fry.
Hope you're good with oil.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Archer's quoting, I think that line is from this game. Or the classic, "Objection! I was hoping I would come up with an objection while I was objecting, Your Honor."
Well, did you?
Yes, that was
I
that was a
didn't.
samurai case.
Yeah,
that was a
yeah.
samurai case.
It's a good one. Right, that's Edgeworth, isn't it?
Yes, that's Edgeworth.
Yeah, I forgot which one of them was saying it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Yeah, it's crazy to just straight up say, like, no, we don't need to do that, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you bitch, this is the rhythm of things. You go, I go, you go, I go. Fuck you.
Moncon's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... why? Was there a contradiction?
Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Huh! That would be a first.
Very funny.
You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anyways.
We'll just kill the timeline and start a new one.
Pull out the old Men in Black. Forget Bray, whatever it's called. The memory wipe.
The memory wipe pen.
Yeah. Not his new testimony. Ego sent another message about Trigger. They said, another thing with Trigger is she ends up in a spy ex-family type situation where she and another woman have to fumble take care of an orphan together. And I imagine Trigger is streaming and the kid walks in and is like, "Mom!" And Trigger goes, "Mama's playing CSGO, go talk to your other mom." Meanwhile, chat going, "Mom?" Because Trigger never talks about her life and everyone assumes she is a shut-in neat. Oh, a shut-in neat, okay.
Oh my god! That would be quite a shock. And she just completely ignores any questions related to the kid. Like, completely does not address it whatsoever.
Yeah. Oh, and then Archer said, continuing the Edgeworth quote, then he said, "Indeed, verily I say, ergo," when he was asked about what witness should testify about. Yep. Actually, I'm not a research student at university. Press.
Then what manner of person are you? Really? I'm not so sure I'm high...
Flaunting.
Fault.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck?
High fault?
I don't know.
Falutin?
I have no clue.
I'm not sure I'm highfalutin enough to be called a man of anything.
Okay. Escape photographer, press.
An investigative photographer?
Archer apparently says it's pronounced falutin.
Falutin. Okay.
Falutin. Falutin. Yep. Bah.
Yep. I'll get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last year.
Objection!
Oh, no? Okay.
Guess what?
I was gonna cut that off so much sooner.
What?
Oh, Archer says, falutin means pretentious or fancy. That's a very fancy way to say you're not fancy.
Literally. Oh my god.
Hmm.
That was a UFO! UFO!
Nope.
That was a UFO! Just the hanging in the sky!
UFO. UFO. UFO.
Yeah, I know it's UFO,
Yeah.
but like, that's yo.
That's you. UFO.
That was a UFO! Hey, just a hang in the sky.
Okay. Okay. Archer put it a different way that makes it make more sense. UFO. they spelled it out YUHFUH. Yeah.
UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object. A UFO. It's when I had sort of a revelation.
Archer said, I don't know how to say it, but I'm trying to make it sound funny. Yeah.
I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career.
Yeah, just a bit. Imagine with Scooby Beef, I got a picture of that monster. Press.
Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah! They even had him up on the TV!
Okay. Hold on. There's the game. Cool. Okay.
I'm not sure that appearing on the local news Rumor of the Month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey! They also had a picture of him in the newspaper! For real!
Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we?
Yes, Your Honor.
This one's camping out by the lake.
And that's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera. Yep, borrowed it from a university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang,
Archer said, nah, I'd win.
it snaps a shot. Yep. So how many pictures has it taken so far? The only time the camera triggered was that night. But that's all I was hiding.
Are you sure about that?
I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah! Second-rate shutterbugs try to steal my scoop! Ah. Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually...
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that one out loud, Archer, because that is a spoiler for people who haven't played the game and may watch this on like YouTube or whatever later.
Huh?
They just spoiled what Gordy actually is.
Ah, Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. Even though we played the game, let's not try to talk about spoilers too much.
I thought we have mentioned spoilers in the past before, though.
Just that. I usually do small things. Like joking about the gunshots is fine. I feel like.
Okay.
Just because there's no real context to that yet.
Okay. I read this one.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you asking questions with no relevance to the case.
I felt like that was the one question that was like directly relevant to the case, but okay. Whatever you say, Von Karma. I know you told her to keep quiet.
When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out of the lake. Looking for Gordy, not the boat. Couldn't give a shit about the boat.
Exactly what sort of sound was it?
Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure. But it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper sound than I would have expected.
Archer asked, why is Von Karma dressed up so medievalian? Is that how you say that word?
I think so.
I don't know. And he's just fancy. Same way that
Fancy.
Edgeworth kind of is.
Fancy smanchy!
Yeah.
There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time.
Gross.
There wasn't much else to look at.
Oh, okay. Archer said it's not a word, but it's about right. Okay. the medievalian.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bop.
Yep. I don't know. She heard a bag and thought Gordy was out there.
Nope. Hey, Coffee Boy. Welcome. Coffee Boy says, howdy, I'm here. Yeah.
I doubt she'd waste any time looking at the boat.
Coffee Boy said I beat Futaba's palace earlier. Nice.
Hey!
Definitely, I think one of my more favorite palaces. I really like that one's design.
Theme is good.
Yeah. I like that it was more puzzle centric than fight centric. I enjoyed that. Yeah.
What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for?
Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
Witness, continue.
Hold your hush, puppies, pops. I'm getting there.
Anyways, what was the evidence that we're gonna want to present there?
Probably just represent the article, right? It's like, no, you're not looking at the boat. You couldn't give a shit about the boat. You're looking for Gordy.
Okay. Time to see if we end up getting a game over because we pressed everything.
Archer just sent a paragraph of right and wrong puns, and yeah, I'm just gonna let that be.
What?
Right, like W right, and right and wrong.
Okay, I get you.
And I just looked at him, like my brain just kind of spasmed.
Panda's brain is broken.
Archer said you should try to read it. I'm good.
Right, wrong, right, reads
Okay,
right,
here,
wrong,
I'll give it a
right.
shot. Is right is wrong, or is wrong is right, or has right been right this entire time and right is... Oh, fuck. And right was wrong, or has right been wrong and right also been wrong, and the judge has been right this whole time, and who has been wrong unless he was right? Yeah, that was not worth the brain power.
Yeah, that's a tongue twister. I like that.
And then Coffee Boy said, I actually talked to Sunny about why the whole Egyptian thing for the... I actually talked to Sunny about why the whole ancient Egyptian theme for the thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
I thought there was more to it. Yeah! No, we were talking about how it probably was a special interest of Futaba's at some point earlier.
Oh, for
because
sure.
She clearly had some of it, like the whole Medjed thing was definitely more of like a niche god spirit for ancient Egyptian
Yeah.
culture.
No, I'm sure that was one of her fixations for a while.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do explain a lot.
And then Archer said sounds about right for how I read it. And it said all the brain power used up on a tongue twister of sorts than the puzzle game itself. Yeah. Oh, and the Coffee Boys added on about the hyperfixation. Not to mention the Alibaba thing too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot.
Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at the time? Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so. Nope. The lake was smooth as glass, and nobody was on the shore either. I better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Not getting penalized to hell and back.
Yeah. Coffee Boy said, which I noticed her door had a poster with hieroglyphs on them. Yeah. Futaba's door. Oh, and then Archer commenting about Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth has a funny name, though. I will not elaborate on why, he just does. He doesn't look like a Miles, for real. Yeah, it feels weird to call him Miles. He's just Edgeworth.
There has to be something.
Okay. Skip through. That's all I was hiding. Looked right straight out of that lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. I think it was this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Can I go back? Yes. Cool. Present. Hiya. Music cut, we're good.
Woohoo! Miss Hart! Were you really looking at that boat?
Archer said, now imagine Miles Von Karma. I don't think I do. I don't think I want that.
No.
That was already kind of rough.
No.
There's enough Von Karmas in the world.
To be fair, he
He already kind of
was
is.
Von Karma,
Yeah,
anyways,
adoptee,
up
yeah.
until this game in the time period.
Yeah. Also, Ego said, more yapping about Trigger. Also, a trait I added to her is that even though she's covered almost head to toe, she never touches anyone or lets anyone touch her. Even when killing people, she only uses weapons to contact her targets, and is very good at evading contact. I then like the idea of her kid, when they first meet, trying to hug or jump on her, and her using assassin moves to dodge this clingy child. I like that. I like that a lot.
Very fun. Very, very fun.
Actually, why she's
The kid
covered head to
succeeds
toe.
one day. The kid succeeds one day. She just kind of panics. She doesn't know what to do. She wasn't expecting this. She's a
Sneaks.
little prideful though, because the kid was able to sneak up on her.
Yeah.
Like-
Sneaks up from under the chair and grabs at her ankle.
Like, on one hand, I don't like this. On the other hand, I'm proud of you, kid. I'm proud of you.
Ah, so this is pride. A shame it's being boiled over by all this unyielding rage. Archer asked, hey, you guys got a favorite Ace Attorney character? I like Gumshoe. I like Gumshoe a lot.
Gumshoe's fun.
Yeah.
Gumshoe's good.
Yeah, he's probably up there as one of my favorites.
I'm thinking.
Coffee Boy says, I like Gumshoe and Larry. Ego says, Edgy my fave in this game.
Godot is fun. I do like Godot. I will go ahead and say I like Shelly.
Okay.
And Maya's adorable.
Of course. Alright.
Not necessarily in any order, I would like to point out, but those are the ones that I really like.
Top 3, in no particular order.
What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. any normal person would be looking at it.
Just said Manfred von Karma is my favorite any day. Crazy pick, but good for you.
He does make a good villain.
He does make a very good villain. I'll give you that, yeah.
And everybody can like a good villain.
Oh, they say I'm kidding, Lamau. Good, okay.
I agree. Any normal person would.
There you go. They said Godot on top.
Yeah, Godot's fun.
I would very much look
But you
forward to
are
him.
far from normal! What? You don't want to step over here and say that?
Absolutely not. I'm gonna stay right over here behind the safety of my desk. Thank you very much.
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought.
Archer asked who would win in a fist fight, Gant or Manfred? I'd take Gant.
Gant.
Yeah.
Gant, for sure. No, like, hands down, it's Gant. Like,
Gant just has the aura.
Well, and between the two of them, I don't think Manfred really has, like, the training. He's got
Yeah.
He's not exactly
Gant was a police
defenseless.
officer at one point.
Yeah, it's like Gant, Von Karma isn't defenseless, but Gant has the training and Karma doesn't, and that makes a world of difference.
Yeah. Von Karma's definitely a desk jockey. Ego said I'm going to bed, but thanks for letting me yap about Trigger. I'm fixated on her at the moment, obviously. You're good. Very fun character.
Good. You have a good night.
Yeah.
Talk to you later, Ego.
Yeah, we're gonna be getting up pretty soon, year 2 anyway. So, yeah.
Finish this trial up.
Yeah, hopefully. I think we're getting pretty close to it.
You should be.
Yeah. Ego says night night.
I've already
Yeah,
said
good
this.
night.
Night.
Order! Continue, Mr. Wright!
You testified that you were watching the boat through the binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well?
Oh. Archer said Francisco von Karma with the whip versus Manfred von Karma with that 600,000 volt taser. Francisco's got the range and the speed. She can out dodge Manfred easy. Yeah.
Assuming she can get over the emotional attachment of
Whipping.
attacking her father.
Yeah.
Well, now that you all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart! Are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kinda got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat. Until now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey! You got the photograph? You got proof?
No, we can't see who is shooting who in this.
Right! That's why I took this photo and...
Shut up! Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what? What was she going to say? The photo! Phoenix! Phoenix, the enhanced photo! She took the photo and... What? Wait a second.
She even had a photograph to prove it.
But you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting.
That's why she said she's gonna enlarge the photo. She said it will drop the quality of mine, but she'd let us see who's who.
She enlarged that photo!
Archer said, I'm gonna sleep before I do. Who would win in a fight? Chief Prosecutor Lena or Phoenix Wright? Phoenix is getting folded. Absolutely, hands down.
What?
You think this man knows how to throw a punch? This guy? Every scene where any violence is happening with Phoenix, Phoenix gets just absolutely bodied.
And she was trained as a detective. So
Yes.
She has training. Not to mention, she probably also carries a weapon, and Phoenix very much does not.
Yeah. Archer said, to be fair, to be honest, he did throw a punch. Throw a push? I don't know. It's like, yeah, sure, but like, I just don't think he's got it in him. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would lean more towards Lana.
It might be closer than what I'm saying, but I just don't trust
it would be
Phoenix's
closer.
fighting
I
skills.
think it would be closer than you're saying.
Sure.
But because like he would be stronger than her, like
Yeah.
that's a given. But between training and the fact that she's more likely to carry weapons than he is, I think I would give it to Lana on that fact.
Yeah. Yeah.
If she's carrying a taser, hell, yeah, no, it's
A taser or any
Phoenix
kind
is
of
going
knife.
down.
Yeah. I just said Manfred solos. Manfred is not solo in a lot of situations. Man's old. This man's is old and decrepit. He's got a taser. That's what he's got.
He's got his range though, damn, he's got his honey badger range.
Yeah, he does. Did you read this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why won't Von Karma let her show it? Well, press about it! Ask about it!
Yeah.
Instead of here sitting here thinking about it, I've got a hunch.
Archer says, anyways, good night. Yeah, have a good night. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, have a good night. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma.
No, you think?
This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth. Or worse. What should I do?
Show it!
Show it, you dumbass! Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about?
First time Manfred stammers.
You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool!
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma?
Miss Hart, show the photograph to the court. Show us the enlargement.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
We still cannot see who is firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Nope, I see the contradiction.
Left hand.
Happy now, Mr. Wright.
Has to be something.
You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. A little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. And I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lana Hart. And none too soon. It was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything else to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence, a decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. And I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict.
Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo. Somewhere. It's bad. Real bad. What should I do?
Object to the enlargement. No?
Yay!
Show other evidence?
Hooray!
It's one of these two. We have health.
Your Honor! There is something
Okay.
decidedly strange with this enlargement!
What might that be?
I don't know! I'm gonna try to think it over real quick!
Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
Okay. Shows nothing. Show the judge what's strange about this photo. Hand!
Present.
Here, Your Honor!
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor!
The hand?
That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand... Oh,
This man's left hand does what?
I was gonna let you do it too.
let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts.
First person measures right hand.
The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
you have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
The victim himself.
The victim himself. There is only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Order! Order! So you are saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed. That does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. The suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot.
Distance.
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
A meter? That's 3 feet!
Crazy that I
I
remember
like how
that.
he converted it in
Mhm.
his head.
Yeah.
There's no way it could have been suicide.
Not unless it was a really, really, really elaborate suicide.
Yeah.
Side-eye certain Danganronpa character!
Side eyes the shrine you made for them.
Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I already consider the possibility of suicide, you see.
Time of death update. Your autopsy report update.
I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering this situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the print of the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood.
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Fucker, Pharma.
December 20th, 1:15. District Court. Defendant Lobby 2.
That was a close one. Hey! Don't you have anything to say?
No, I have not yet to be declared innocent, right?
No, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too.
What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him.
I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya.
Oh, right.
What?
Tell her something for me.
What?
Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all.
Did it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? Emotionally constipated Phoenix, you can't do
Yeah,
that.
entirely.
I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give you some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter. So the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard.
The 2 gunshots? Yeah. I heard two sounds like gunshots just after midnight on 12/25. Lotta's deposition. Lotta's deposition added to the court record. To be continued. Save game. Yes. Cool. And we're gonna go ahead and call that there for the night. Yeah.
Alright.
Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you all in the next stream. Bye bye.
Bye-bye!
Where's my mouse? Boop.